Hello again, welcome back to another post-market review. So, yeah, today was a decent day. It was, I think, a 0.83 R win. Nothing too crazy, but a win nonetheless, so I'll go over it right now. On the daily, it's looking like NQ is wanting to invalidate this previous month high SMT. Um, but then because we're just pushing higher and higher, and we seem like we're gonna close above previous month high. And if that happens, we can expect really all-time highs. But also, we've hit into a lot of liquidity. We've hit into this liquidity, and also the previous month high liquidity. So this could be a framework to look for some kind of like external range liquidity, and then a trade back into internal range liquidity. So yeah, so that's that on the daily. On the weekly, we have this previous week high SMT still intact, where ES and NQ closed above and YM failed to. And then if we go to the 90-minute chart, we also have a previous day high SMT. Same thing, NQ and ES closed above previous day high, and YM failed to. So overall, it's kind of giving us a decent framework to look for short-term sells back into this range I have marked out. This is my 90-minute range. And one thing I forgot to mention was on this daily candle, we currently have no bottom wick right here. So that is also a catalyst to look for lower prices, because whenever we leave a candle with no bottom wick, we normally tend to create that bottom wick at some point, either on that day or the next day. So yeah, and this no wick low was around here, and at the time we were a bit further up in the range. So yeah, there was quite a big framework for sales today. Dropping to the 15-minute chart, we also had a 15-minute SMT with NQ and ES failing to take out previous session high, but YM did take it out with this big wick. So we also had a previous session high SMT. So we had previous week high, previous day high, previous session high SMT. So the only thing left to see if we could get a 5-minute SMT on the entry. So something to keep in mind is that today is the morning of FOMC, so I'm not expecting too much of a crazy move this morning. Normally we see price, do its thing, but then, as it proceeds later in the session, price tends to cool off until that FOMC statement. So ideally, if I took a trade, it would be, within the first 45 minutes of the market open. That would be more ideal. You don't really want to be taking something too late into the session. Also something that I saw in the volume profile. So this is when I took this picture at the start of the session, and this is the volume profile here on the right of this current swing leg that we're in. As you can see, we have some volume here at the top, but most of the volume is right around here, around the no wick low of the day. And if you see, there's like very little volume. It lows, and then it's just flat line, no volume here. So in taking a short setup today, if price reach these low volume areas, if sellers are in fact in control, you'd expect price to kind of like, blow through these levels and continue pushing down without complication really. But if buyers are in control of the market, then this low volume area will be a place that you'd likely see them defend their positions, and price would reverse from here. So something to take into account. If I took a short, which I did, I was paying attention to this low volume area to see how we reacted in there. So basically we had lots of SMTs, and then we had also a 5-minute SMT over here. I know it doesn't say just yet, but we had a 5 SMT here, here. Yeah, also YM had an SMT here. So NQ failed to make that higher high. And then when we got that change in the state of delivery here, I entered, because we had an SMT plus change in the state of delivery. So I entered right on this candle here, and I was targeting, I'll just maximize this now. I was targeting that no wick low here. And anyway, so something interesting to see is that we dipped into this low volume zone, which was right about here, and we saw price push up, but then get quickly invalidated, I think, showing that sellers were in fact in control of the market. So I basically, when we hit these low volume areas, I brought my stops to break even, because I wouldn't want to see price reverse from here. I would want to see it kind of continue smoothly downwards, which it kind of did. And then we got here a trail. I trail my stops to the 5-minute structure. So when we close below this low, we trail it to the highest swing high that sent price there, which was this one. And then we created a swing low here. It was a small one, granted. We created a swing low here and closed below it, and then the highest swing high was this one here. So I trailed my stops here, and then I got stopped out for, I think, 0.87R. So not bad. As you can see, price since then has kind of consolidated, and now it's going back in the direction I was expecting. But honestly, it's no problem. This is a trailing system that I know is good in the long run, and kind of takes the guesswork out of my me discretionarily trailing my stops. So yeah, I took this only on my FTMO account because Tradeovate was under maintenance, or the servers were down. I couldn't take it on my funded account, so I just took it on my FTMO evaluation account. As you can see here, bottom right, around $825 win, putting my account at 104,300. So not bad. I know it's a bit annoying that price is practically pushing towards my final target, but it is what it is. It's still a win, and I followed my plan, and that's all I can do, really. So yeah, January has been a pretty nice start to the year. I only started trading halfway through January, and it's been green thus far, so pretty nice. 5.8% thus far, which is cool. So yeah, that was the day today, and tomorrow is another day. So let's see what price brings tomorrow. All right, see ya.